Hello people, my name is TyphlosionRupts, and today, we have a Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle versus PKsparkxx Dathottness. I had the good fortune to run into PK at PAX today, and we had a really good battle. So I'm decided I'm finally gonna upload something and upload this as my first real video. Looking at the teams, I have Azumarill, Clefable, Quagsire, Venusaur, Tyranitar, and Melodios. PK has Gengar, Blastoise, Aggron, Alakazam, Conkeldurr, and Garchomp. Looking at his team, I really don't have anything for that Alakazam, so I'll have to play around that. His Gengar also beats most of my team. The Blastoise I'm not too worried about because I have Venusaur. His Garchomp I can just beat with most of my team. Unless it's Scarf, then it could be a problem. Aggrons can do several things. I have things for it, so I don't think it should be much of a problem. So looking at for my lead, I think I'm gonna lead off with Azumarill because it has a good matchup against either Garchomp or Aggron, which is what I think he'll lead off with. So without further ado, let's start the battle. The battle begins. So I'm going to lead off with my James Bond, the Azumarill. He leads off with his Fang, the Garchomp. So I'm just going to go straight for the play rough, as this Garchomp is just going to absolutely eat it up like it's nothing. Well, not really, it takes a lot, but I'm assault vested. And this shows that it is a defensive Garchomp, because I got hurt by the Rocky Helmet and Rough Skin, which hurts a lot. So here I go for the Aqua Jet because I was sure it would kill, but it doesn't. I'm hurt by the Rough Skin and the Rocky Helmet again, which is absolute garbage, because my James Bond is already at half HP and this Garchomp hasn't even attacked me yet. So now he Toxics me, which is going to have even more damage on me. It sucks. So I'm just going to kill this thing with an Aqua Jet, but not before the Rough Skin and the Rocky Helmet plus Toxic does me in, and that's my Azumarill gone right off the bat, which was a huge threat to his team. So next I'm going to go out into my Tyranitar just to see if I can set up my rocks just for a residual damage. He's going to go out into his Blastoise. I don't want to take like an Aura Sphere or a Water type move from this thing, so I'm gonna switch into my Venusaur right now because it can eat up pretty much any hit this Blastoise wants to throw at me. And then this Blastoise goes for the Brick Break, which is odd. I haven't seen physical Blastoise ever, but this is PKsparkxx Dathottness. He uses a lot of interesting sets, so he's gonna switch, so I think I should just go for the Sleep Powder here, so I can just put to sleep anything he wants to switch into, which is good. So I'm Mega Evolved because I'm obviously a Mega Venusaur because I don't have a Charizard on my team. And then I go for the Sleep Powder and put this Gengar to sleep, which is good because this Gengar is also a huge threat to my team. Sleeping Gengar looks so funny. Just has his eyes closed and a big smile on his face. So I'm gonna switch out and go into my Godzilla so I can hopefully set up my rocks or just crunch this thing. And he's still sleeping, which is good, because I don't want him to wake up and focus blast me. So here I decide that killing this Gengar is more important than getting up my rocks, so here I'm just gonna go for the crunch as he switches out into his Blastoise. It's good because I can get damage off on the Blastoise, which is good because Blastoise is a bulky Pokemon. Sorry my commentary is bad, it's just I haven't done this before. Hopefully get better after time. So, he can easily go for the Brick Break right here, except I don't think he will because that's too obvious. That'll go out into my Venusaur. So I just go for the crunch, and I am right as he goes for the Dragon Tail, which Dragon Tails me out into my Latios. He literally has nothing to take an attack from his Latios, so I'm just gonna kill this thing with a quick Psyshock. Next, he goes out into his Freddy the Aggron. I go out into my Quagsire here, because there's really nothing this Aggron can do to me, as you will see here. So, he's gonna Mega Evolve, and then he's gonna go for the Ice Punch, which Ricky is gonna absolutely eat up. Like, that did no damage at all, so obviously he's gonna switch out into something, so I'm just gonna go for this Scald here, I think. Yeah. I just go for the Scald to get off damage on whatever he comes in. It's good to get damage off on this Gengar, so I'll be able to kill it later. So he comes in, I'm just gonna go for a second Scald. It's okay if he wakes up, because I know I can live one Shadow Ball, which he does. I do live that. Quagsire doesn't have good special defense at all, but he can take 1 or 2 special hits. And unfortunately for PK here, I get the burn, which is pretty big because this thing is a huge threat to my team. And as I need Ricky for his Aggron, I'm just gonna switch out into my Tyranitar so I can get up the Sandstorm. Well, I don't really need this Sandstorm up. Actually, it's kind of bad because my Mega Venusaur needs to recover Synthesis, but the Sandstream plus Burn is going to easily take out this thing. And I just switched into it to take a Shadow Ball, which it does. Then this Gengar is going to go down. So the Burn plus Sandstorm. Sorry about all these pauses, it's just in between these things there's nothing to say. So next he's going to go out into his Conkeldurr. I'm going to set up my rocks because I don't think he's going to attack me right off the bat here. As I expected, right? He probably expected me to go into Latios to take a Mach Punch or Drain Punch or something, but no. So now I'm going to switch out into my Mega Venusaur. This Conkeldurr really can't do that much to Mega Venusaur, so as you can see here, that does not do very much at all. I'm just going to be able to like put this thing to sleep or Giga Drain it or whatever I want to do. So I choose to put it to sleep just so I can kill it without losing too much health. It's good because this Venusaur. Well, I need this Venusaur to be able to take a hit from its Alakazam later, so I don't really want it to have too much damage on it. Next I'm going to go for the Giga Drain just to get off damage on this thing and restore some HP. I'm trying to wait till the Sandstorm goes off. A way to go for the Synthesis, because Synthesis only restores 25% of your HP in the Sandstorm. I'm just going to wake up and go for the knockoff. It's absolutely fine. And what do I do here? Okay, I think next here I just go for the Synthesis to get my HP back. I go all the way up to above half HP. My Venusaur is looking very healthy here. I'm ready to just beat this Conkeldurr, as my Giga Drain earlier did a lot of damage. Well, never mind. I was gonna say shows he's not Assault Vest, but that's obvious because he has leftovers. So anyways, I'm just gonna Giga Drain just to get HP as he goes for the Mach Punch. I'm not quite sure why, but still. So here he switches into his Alakazam as I go for another Giga Drain, which does an okay amount. Just less than I was hoping, but that's just fine. And since most Mega Venusaurs are physically defensive, he goes for the Psychic, predicting me to be physically defensive, so it'll do more, except I'm actually specially defensive. So I'm able to live that and go for the Sludge Bomb, and he lives on like 1 HP. I was just like, darn it. Because now he's going to be able to kill me. But that's fine. I still have my Clefable, which can take 1 hit from this thing and then kill it. Which is good, which means I won't get swept by it. He probably should have kept this thing alive a little longer because it is his win condition, as it destroys everything on my team if he has the Focus Blast. So I'm just going to kill this thing with a quick Boom Blast after taking like over half from a Psychic. And then next he's going to send in his Aggron. So right here I go for the Moon Blast just to get off damage. Because I need it for my Latios to be able to kill him later, and just to make my Quagsire's job a little bit easier if it comes down to that. So my Clefable goes down. Didn't really do much, but now I can just easily go into Ricky. And then just recover. As he switches into his Conkeldurr. So, I'm gonna recover just to get my HP back as he switches into his Conkeldurr, as I already said. Now I'm just gonna go for the Scald to try to kill this thing. He's gonna go for the Drain Punch. He does a decent amount to me and get some HP back as I go for the Scald. And unfortunately for me, actually, I get the burn. Why this is unfortunate for me is because Conkeldurr almost always has Guts. So the burn, instead of hindering him, is actually boosting his attack. Which is not going to be good for me, because my Ricky is not going to be able to take another one. So, instead of going into my Latios, I go into my Godzilla here, because he's probably going to expect me to go into my Latios just to get the kill earlier, but instead I just go and sack this thing real quick because I need Latios to win this battle, and I can't risk it I can't risk it being knocked off, so which will not be fun for it, and we'll probably die. So as I said, I'm just gonna sack off this Tyranitar with the Mach Punch. As he's going to go down to his Burn and Sandstorm. So now he only has 1 Pokemon left, which is Mega Aggron. So I'm going to go out with my Quagsire. And here I went for the Scald because I thought I could take 2 Earthquakes, but actually it turned out I couldn't, and he's able to kill me here, except I got the damage off with this that I needed for my Latios to be able to come in and kill him and win me the game, which is good. Like I said, I thought I could live 1 more, but it turns out I couldn't, as he's just going to kill me with an Earthquake, and I can go into my last Pokemon, which is my Latios, and then Draco Meteor him. I was fairly certain this would take him out because Mega Aggron has Piss Poor defense, special defense. It does have amazing defense. And I'm right, as it does take him out, giving me the victory. That was a good game, PK. Had a lot of fun. And I'd love to battle you again sometime if you ever see this video. So that's it for this battle. So just remember to subscribe, comment, and leave a like, and I'm out.